3-0 final result. It's a good performance. Well, it's a good performance on paper. Do you know what I mean? 3 goals. All of our forwards scored. We've struggled to score goals. We struggled to score goals anyway, and we've been relying on our midfielders to score goals. Garnacho with an absolute worldie. Like, bro, he'll never hit anything like that again ever in his life. And like I said, for the rest of the game, yeah, even though his performance was poor, yeah, man have to give him a night off after that. When you score a goal like that, bro, man just need to just say, yo, bad boy finish in it. So nah, man, I rate the finish, man. And bro, like when anyone scores a goal like that, you just have to be happy for them because fam, jeez, a joke of a goal, innit? After that, still, bro, I'm still not happy. I'm not happy with the performance. I thought the performance was crap. Moments of brilliance bailed out the team again against an Everton team that probably, when you look at the balance of play, they were better than us. Like, we were just way more ruthless. And this is why I'll keep saying I'm going to back the players over the manager, because you can't turn around and say that Man United lack quality. They don't have the players. But then look at a performance like this where Everton have double the shots that we have. I think they had nearly double the shots on target and we beat them 3-0. So it shows that there clearly is quality there from Manchester United. Because if the quality wasn't there, then why are we scoring with so few chances? It's quality. The conversion rate tells you that there is quality there. Obviously, the first goal was an absolute, like, whatever. Like, he'll never score a goal like that probably again in his life. But Martial wins a penalty, and then well taken penalty from Rashford, and then takes his goal very well, Martial. So I don't really want to hear about this quality, man. I think football fans are very quick to blame the players and say, oh yeah, but the manager hasn't got this player and hasn't got that player. But these players are keeping him in a job, because if you look at the important numbers, if you look at the important stats, this was not a 3-0 game to Man United, and this was definitely not a 3-0 game that was coached. Because when you play against Everton and you concede nearly double figure shots on target and you clear the ball off the line twice, and then you see 3-0, it's very, very misleading. So I don't know, it's just one of them games, man. It wasn't an amazing performance, but the result will be a decent morale boost when you think that we've got to play Galatasaray and Newcastle. I think those are our next 2 games. Galatasaray in Turkey and then Newcastle in Newcastle. Those are 2 very difficult games. Those are 2 games that I'll be very, very surprised if we leave with more than a point from those games combined. So man, I don't really know. And like, yeah, we're back to 0 goal difference. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of hype now. A lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, great performance. We won 3-0. They're going to overlook the point at which we were getting physically bullied. Calvert-Lewin was targeting Victor Lindelof and was literally like, it was causing us a lot of problems, man. He had a free header that he put straight at the goalkeeper in the first half. And we just weren't good, innit? Do you know what I mean? It'd be very easy to get swept up in the euphoria of an absolutely iconic goal that Garnacho scored, and the fact that we won 3-0, but the performance was horrible. Like, I'd say for 35 minutes of the first half, there wasn't even a lot to talk about, bruv. Man, we're talking about things that weren't football. It was a horrible game of football. So I think it's very easy to sit here and say, yeah, 3-0, Goodison Park, like, we did a job on them. We didn't do a job on them. Like, they showed that they lack quality, and that 10-point deduction is going to be very difficult for Everton. It's going to be very difficult for Everton to overturn if that's how they're going to be finishing week in, week out. Because, bruv, they had some clear-cut opportunities in our box and they were missing the target. It's very poor from them. You know what I mean? For us, KOBBIE MAINOO, honourable shout out to him. Gary Neville gave the man of the match to Garnacho because he scored an absolute worldie. But KOBBIE was running things, innit? Like, he was one of the only Man United players today that I think can leave the pitch and say, yeah, alright, cool, like, I done my thing today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Tony was quiet in the first half, didn't get no service. Second half, he was the glue, good finish, won the penalty as well. But then I look at Rashford. Rashford scored, but he was very poor today. Garnacho scored a world, he was poor today. Bruno got the assist for Anthony Martial's goal, but he was poor today again. Scott McTominay was absolutely nowhere. I couldn't tell you how many touches that guy had today. I can't tell you how many passes he completed today. I can't tell you anything about what he gives to this team. I think he finished the game and I don't really know what he does. I don't know what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he does, Scott McTominay. So it's just one of them things. And our defense was not good. It wasn't good. If you look at the amount of attacking opportunities that Everton created and the fact that we cleared 2 off the line and Lindelof was literally targeted by Calvert-Lewin, we can't even say we defended well. Like, in attacking areas, I think Dalot put in a few good crosses, but defensively, we still look shaky. We still look very shaky. And if we come up against a decent cohesive unit, I think we're gonna get punished, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that we're gonna get punished. So I don't know. It's just one of them things where we just have to take this for what it is, and it's a 3 points at a time where bruv, we need it. We need 3 points because we got a very, very tough run of games going into December. And when you look at all of these fixtures, I wouldn't say that we're favourites in very many of these fixtures, if we're being totally honest, man. So, bruv, man, we just have to take that, bro. Like, man, we'll get the fixtures up. You know what I'm saying, and it's looking a bit mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got Galatasaray away, Newcastle away, then Chelsea at home. Like, out of those 3 games, it's stress. Do you know what I mean? Bournemouth at home, we should deal with them. Then we got Bayern Munich and Liverpool, and then West Ham on the 23rd. We should beat West Ham at West Ham, but bro, it's not a given. And then we got Aston Villa, who have just beaten Spurs. So when you look at those games, apart from West Ham and Bournemouth, which you would say, all right, cool, Man United should win. Like, these are not easy games. These are not easy games. So we needed that. And when we look at like injuries and players to come back, I don't think there's going to be anyone coming back that's going to be able to rescue us. Varane didn't play again today. Looks like he's out of favour. Donny van de Beek's come out now and pretty much said that the manager's pretty much going in a different direction. Is not going to play him no matter what he does. So he'll be looking for a move. Varane's been linked with a move to Bayern. Cass isn't going to be back anytime soon. Lissandro's not going to be back anytime soon. Luke Shaw came back today. I wouldn't really say he was missed. Like, it just was what it was. So there's not going to be much we can improve. Maybe Højlund, I don't know how far away he is from full recovery, but I don't think there's much stronger that we can go than what we put out today. And we're going to need a proper performance in those run of games because Newcastle absolutely peppered Chelsea. Chelsea, as bad as Chelsea are, like, Chelsea could beat us. So I don't really know. Like, it's a weird situation right now. Do you know what I mean? It's a very weird situation where we're not playing well. We got a very good result and we're going into a very, very tough run of games. And my main concern is, if in any of these games, if we concede the first goal, I don't trust us to have the character to turn it around. I think how a lot of these games go will be very much dependent on who scores first, because I just don't see character in this team. I don't see it. I don't see character. I don't see fight. I think there is ability there in little moments. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's no consistent style of play. There's no consistency, period. There's nothing that I see of this team week in, week out that I know that I can rely on next game. I know that the performance we got today, even though it wasn't a great one, we got 3 goals. Do I expect 3 goals next game? Probably not. And that's what it is. So I couldn't tell you, man. We just have to take every game as it comes, because it seems like that's what this team are doing and this what this manager's doing. There's not much going on, to be honest. And yeah, people are saying Newcastle got injury problems, but bro, that didn't stop them from crucifying Chelsea. And every week that goes by, Newcastle have another opportunity to bring more people back. I don't think the injuries are that much of a concern, rather than our injuries when you look at how they smashed us in the cup. So I don't know. I'm not really worried about their injuries. I still think they're going to be a problem, and that's what it is. Man said 22 shots without a goal. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's what I mean. I haven't seen the final statistics from the game today, but I just think that if you just look at the scoreline and you completely disregard the performance, I don't know. I don't think you're setting yourself up for the reality of what we're going through right now as a football club. Like, we're not playing well at all. Today was not a good performance. It was a good result. Do you know what I mean? You can get good results without playing well. I think Gary Neville touched on it as well. Like, Everton were wasting chances. Like, I think they ended up with double the amount of shots on target that we had, double the overall shots, which shows you that when you look at territory, forget possession, yeah, a lot of Everton's possession and sustained pressure was actually in the Manchester United half. It didn't feel like that for us. I never felt there was a moment where we had Everton pinned back and it was only a matter of time before we scored. It never felt like every time we scored a goal, it was almost out of nothing, innit? And we can't keep playing like this. So it'll be very interesting to see how United fare against more competent opposition, because yeah, this performance, as much as it looks great on paper, 3 attackers scored, 3-0 away from home, this performance was pretty poor. They said they had triple the overall shots to us. 22 attempts, no goals. Well, that will tell you something. If we're as open like this against Galatasaray or Newcastle or whatever, we'll concede 5. We'll concede 5, people. That's all I'm saying. So it is what it is, man. We just got to enjoy this. I think that Garnacho goal is gonna be all over the place now for the next the next game, bro. And rightly so. The goal was an absolute screamer. So man, have to shout him out for that. Like I said, when you score a goal like that, man them's allowed to have the rest of the night off, you know, like that. Have the rest of the night off. I don't really care about his overall performance today because he scored a worldie in it. So nah, but man, have to shout him out, bro. You get me? Because people always want to chat shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? When he's playing rubbish, and he has been playing rubbish, and I still don't rate him, but the goal was sick. Do you know what I mean? So let him have his flowers. You get me? Big up everyone inside. You already know what it is. Yeah, 100%. Goal of the season contender from Nacho. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, 24 hours for Doku to respond, bruv. Elephant Man, Moise Keane and that, bro. Everyone's talking about this guy, bro. Take-ons and that, bro. Listen, where's your overhead kick? You got 24 hours to respond. You know what? I'll give you 48 hours to respond. And the same with that fraud Gabriel Jesus, bruv. That Brazilian Pepperami, blood. This is how a number 9 finishes, bruv. His name is Ice Cold Martial, bro. This is what it is. Man are not ready, bro. Do you know what I mean? My striker's not out here talking about scoring goals any strong point, bro. My striker's freezing goalkeepers and dinking them. That's what he's doing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hold tight the Brazilian Pepperami, bruv. See you man outside, bro. KOBBIE MAINOO, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You man spent 110 million on boiled rice, blood. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about that fried rice, blood. It's boiled rice, fam. I'm telling you. Look at £2 on the menu, blood. Number 46 and that, bro. That's what you spent your flipping 105 million. And we got a young G that costs nothing, that's gonna show man levels. You what? So you man can chat your shit. 3-0, we'll have that. Like I said, you man have got 48 hours to respond, you pussies, blood. Hold that.